Hello friends, my name is Katie from Eternal Flame, and today I thought I'd share with you a quick flip through of my 18th week into my 19th week of my Hobonichi Weeks for 2022. If you're interested in hearing about how I switched it up in these 2 weeks and also in the previous week, please stick around. Thanks everyone. Alright, so I actually bring up the previous weeks and want to do a quick flip through just to kind of show a comparison between how I've been setting up my spreads. So I am a creature of habit and tend to not really change things and not want to mess with success. So I've really been trying to push myself to the limit of being a little bit more adventurous and trying something new, because it's very hard to discover new and great things if you keep doing the same old thing all the time. So it's great to find a balance, and that's what I'm going for. So I had really enjoyed this spread here of 4 separate columns, 2 on either side, one specifically for the major events in a day, my daily tasks, how I'm feeling, as well as tracking the weather, and then my weekly tasks on the right, and maybe some journaling. So I really love that setup, but once again, as I mentioned, I pushed myself to kind of change it up. Over here was kind of an accident where I flopped these two or switched these 2 columns so that the major events in the day are on the right, and it was actually a happy accident. I thought it would bother me my mild case of OCD a little bit more than it actually did. It actually worked out fine. I think having that designated space to help your appointments pop, or my appointments pop, really did help me to stay on track. So that wasn't too bad. And then in the following week, I really pushed myself to the limit. And instead of doing 2 columns on the right and 2 columns on the left, I actually did 3 columns on the left side and then one, I guess, section on the right, and did a lot of check boxes here. As you can see, I didn't really do very well in completing my tasks for the week, but I thought these little froggies were super cute, and I loved being able to play around with some of my brush pens to tie in the colors for my stickers. So that I'm proud of. I wasn't a huge fan of this setup, but I was really proud of the fact that I actually kept up with keeping track of the weather that week. Right, so now that we've kind of seen how I've progressed through the year in this planner, let's go quickly into the 18th and 19th week as promised. So here in the 18th week and 19th week, I think I tried very hard to cut back on stickers and go for like a more minimalist approach, and I don't think I did that very well. I don't think I achieved my goal. I actually used this sticker sheet from the vintage subscription from the Sticky Club, and it wasn't just one sticker sheet, so I have to correct myself. It was the subscription from I want to say April, but it might have been May. But it was really cute, and I actually wanted to use these stickers to inspire myself to actually take some time and go to the thrift shop like I haven't always done. It was a hobby that I picked up, I want to say maybe 7 years ago. I'm not like very good at it and it's definitely something I tried to do in my spare time. I have like a weird comfort. I think everyone has their own comfort level about thrifting, and I wouldn't say that I'm very comfortable. I'm just like I'm basically a noob. But it's definitely something that my husband and I started doing because when we were living in Maryland, we actually moved, and I wanted to donate a bunch of items to Goodwill. So in taking my items there, I had my husband go to the back and drop off all of our items. And while he was doing that, I decided to go into the store, which was a big mistake. And I found this gorgeous tiny children's play table, I guess. So it's a very small table, and it was just solid wood. It was so well constructed, and it had a lot of marks all over it. But as I've mentioned in the past, I see beauty in trash. Like I don't know. It's a blessing and a curse. And of course, I decided to take it home. I spent probably over $100, which is ridiculous. First of all, it's like a $5 table. So I was so excited. Went home and I borrowed my dad's sander, which, mind you, at the time my dad was in New York, so I had to get the sander from New York, and then bought sanding sheets and then like Annie Sloan chalk paint. You know, I just wanted to do it all right, and I stained it and everything, and it came out great. But honestly, I put in a lot more money than I think I should have. Didn't know what I was doing, but I absolutely love the table. My cat loved the table and scratched it all up in the end anyway, but it's gotten a lot of life out of it. And if eventually I get to posting my video on my like studio tour makeover, I guess my office makeover, it's actually the table that my printer is currently sitting on. So like I said, I got a lot of use out of it. It started this like hobby of ours, or mine, not really my husband's, to sometimes make our way there. And then we had some great friends of ours that are still in Maryland that absolutely love thrifting. I would say that they are the pros and their comfort level is a lot higher. And they got us to start doing that also in Manhattan when they came to visit us after we moved here. So I had fond memories of that. And now that COVID's kind of like slowing down a little bit, but picking back up also, I don't even know how to comment on that. But anyways, I wanted to push myself to try to go back to one of the thrift shops that I think we really enjoyed on the Upper West Side in Manhattan. Unfortunately, in doing all of this, long story short, actually it was a long story long, but anyways, I actually didn't make my way to the thrift shop. And so that's kind of sad, but it's definitely there. And it's actually reminding me as I'm filming this video that that's something I still want to get done. So I thought this was a great opportunity to not only use like the note paper that came with it, I absolutely loved it. I paired it with some of my stickers, so I just put this checkbox guy in here, and I tried to keep it really simple. So you'll see here, instead of 4 columns this week, I did 3, and I kept it so that it's the major events on the left side here, major events in the day, which kind of got cluttered because I'm also tracking weather here, or I did, and also put a lot of like my icon stickers and things to remind myself to call my friend back, and that it was Friday. And you'll see here that on Friday and Saturday, because I had class, I actually didn't really achieve much. So it's a little empty here, which is fine. And then I absolutely love this little tea set. Like I love the idea of tea time. I've gone a few times to tea time. It's actually quite expensive, but I always enjoy the experience. And I wanted to actually try to take my mom for Mother's Day to tea time. Unfortunately, I didn't get to, but my mom is really chill and in fact prefers that we celebrate Mother's Day and other type of events like not on the day of the holiday, because it's so packed and like uppriced. So I will definitely have to take my mom to tea time, because I think we'll really enjoy that. So yeah, I just use my brush pens here. I love this color. Let's see if I can find it here. It's the Archer and Olive Calligraph pen in sky blue, and you'll see that I use this pen both in this spread and then the following spread as well. I love that this is gold foiled here, so, and also the stickers as well. So I tried to tie that in by using some of my gold foiled stickers. And yeah, there is this sticker sheet in that same subscription pack that had a bunch of vintage postage stamps. So I used that to mark Cinco de Mayo, which is something my husband and I have tried to celebrate every year. And yeah, so we did not fail this year. We actually did go out with friends, so that was a lot of fun. All right, so that takes us into the 19th week here. I tried to keep it simple for several reasons. I'm really striving to be pull back a little bit. So I actually did not dedicate a sticky club sticker sheet to this page. What I did instead was use some of these stickers that I have from the sticker book that I recently picked up at Hobby Lobby. So let me see if I can find it. I think it was this one. And just pulled some of the headers here from different pages, and it's actually like this silver foiling, which I love as well. And as I mentioned, I used that brush pen here to create these different headers. And what I did, I guess in some ways it is still 4 columns, but really kind of 3 major events in the week on the left, daily tasks and check boxes here that I think I'm going to fill in as I go through the week. So that's why you'll see here that typically, or in the past, I had just filled it in using my Hobonichi basic stencil here and my Unijet stream pen to put in 5 check boxes per day. But this week I think I'm going to try just filling it in as I go. I used that brush pen to mark the days that we'll be on travel, and then also just like more of those stickers to just kind of have a pop. And then some of my post-it sticky notes that I picked up from my recent Staples clearance haul here to mark the most important tasks or events that I have coming up this weekend. So it's actually finals week kind of my first semester in grad school. So yay, we almost made it. Almost there, but 2 major, I guess, assignments left to do, so can't celebrate too soon, but I just wanted to remind myself of that. And so what I did was actually took this little square stencil here and created 2 check boxes on that post-it sticky note to mark my 2 final exams that I have to work on. So one is a final paper and one is actually exam, but this is just to ensure that I do not forget. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this quick flip through of my 18th and 19th week in my Hobonichi Weeks. If you did, as always, I would really appreciate it if you let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and until next time, bye everyone.